So, all right. So we're going to go into a quick break. We have influence from hip-hop artists from New Jersey in the studio right now. So when we come back, we're going to go into one of his songs. When we come back, we're going to be interviewing him. Psych Word.
Yeah. Yeah. Trying to be loyal to this 9 to 5, but it's a daily grind and I just don't know how to survive. Keeping my mind alive while I'm contemplating suicide. Never been deprived of my pride. You think by the beginning that this'll be a sad song, but as a matter of fact, this shit gonna last long. This gonna be an anthem that you wanna pass on, laugh on, puff on, 'cause you know that life's worth it. You may be in the dirt, but in the end you will usurp it. Following the tracks laid out for the serpent. No road to redemption, following the sinner's life. It's sinister that I might stab you with a jagged knife, but as I write, I feel the touch of a sprite, a fairy, and through a warmth I fight, but barely. And that's just what you gotta do to get through all that you've been through and take on future challenges to change the man in you. There is no understanding who truly put us on this earth, but whatever force created us has guided us since birth. People don't understand the plight of man. They think that all they need is a steady job and a wife in hand. Oh, f that. That's not how you take command. You need to take a stand and break guitars like a heavy rock band. Life is what you make it, but only if you take it. Don't slip up and blow past, 'cause boy, you're gonna break it. Remain elevated, live free and stay high, 'cause if you don't, well then you're just living a lie. Never ever knowing why. Short reply, I never died. You see me comatose right after I overdose, but that's just me staying high. Yeah. Back to the recital, white wedding with Billy Idol, slut shooting back some idol. I go crazy in my lucid dream where things fall apart at the seams and nobody intervenes. It's such a vivid scene. Man, what a mystery. They all still piss at me. I'm in between jobs, but my whole life is history. No longer a nightmare. Life's a place where I don't have to care. That's called free living. No need to make a decision. Your rash rationality will never land you in prison. But yo, that's just my opinion. So heed these words that I'm spitting, carefully written, just to push forward a new life like a newborn kitten. I'm drastically changing and rearranging my life just so I can feel adjacent to the greatest, 'cause I make this music as I just sit back and start blazing. Amazing, the feeling that I got, man, I can taste it. Won't waste it, talented when I'm wasted. But the sober game is on a whole nother level. Got me looking like a prodigy, and I'ma be the dude that steps up to the mic to dive into philosophy, democracy, the monarchy, and its wholehearted idiocy. I'm waiting to see what statue made for me. They say I blaze the beat, dropping bombs like Hiroshima just to disintegrate the beat. But I'm just a man, I ain't no different from you. The sooner you understand that, the more your heart will beat true. I stand inside this booth and spit till my face turns blue. Shout victory and then go on off with them and killing spree.
All right, everyone, welcome back to Psych Word. You are now on the couch with Rob Gerard and my co-host Tina Jean, who just got done speaking with Angelina Diana out there. Had to call her back in.
Yes.
That was great, right?
It was. That was so much fun.
That was awesome. Now we have hip-hop artist out of New Jersey, Influence. Influence, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How's everybody doing?
We're doing excellent. I just need you to do me one favor and talk a little bit into yeah.
There you go.
Yeah,
You're
a little closer.
First one, so
don't be shy.
Go easy on me.
That was what's the name of that track we just played?
That's Live Free, Stay High.
Live Free, Stay High. That was a great track, man. And you have a unique voice, and at the same time, it's you really rode the beat kind of well. So I was impressed.
Thank you.
So you're a white rapper. What's that like? Tell me what being a white rapper is like, because I mean, talk about. I mean, odds are stacked against you, let's be honest.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, it's funny. It's all of my friends that I hang out with are multicolored. You know, there's no specific choice. It's I don't take race as a, like a thing that influences my music. I'm just a rapper, and that's it.
Now, do you ever get sick of people calling you Eminem or Mac Miller or any of those guys, like trying to say that's what you're trying to be like? Or does that not happen? I mean, what?
I mean, actually, the track that we just played, I got a lot of reviews that I sounded a lot like Eminem, and that's awesome. I mean, I could never live up to it's there's never going to be another Marshall.
No,
I mean,
no.
that's as simple as that. But it's really great to get that kind of recognition because I never really thought this would amount to anything. And so it feels good.
Now, I'm digging your Hawaiian shirt because that Hawaiian shirt is hideous. And I have a extensive collection of just ugly, ugly shirts. So I dig it. I can actually appreciate that.
You got to have a weird style.
You got to, man. You got to have a weird style to stand out.
Yep.
So now you've been rapping for a few years, but you actually just started going into the studio a few months ago, right?
That's correct.
And that's kind of rare, and I'm not blowing smoke, but I mean, I've heard MCs that have been rapping for years and they suck. And you are actually pretty damn good.
Well, I actually read the dictionary. I like to have a very large vernacular. And because prior to rapping,
as evidenced by vernacular.
You
Go ahead.
You planned that, didn't you? You planned that.
Yeah.
Drop a couple more words, and then we'll be a little more impressed the more words you drop. So.
Exactly. I just like to have a very vast amount of words at my disposal, and that's it. Like, I used to be a novelist before this. I actually wrote a sci-fi horror that I never put out. But, yeah, so that's where I get all my real intelligible senses from, and I just like to say something crazy.
That is, so you wrote, it's a book, a screenplay?
It's like 200 pages that I've written. It's a full novel.
Well, he's got you beat, Tina.
Yeah, mine's about 3 pages.
Tina started working on a children's book and she said it was too hard.
I couldn't come up with the rhymes.
Now, what's the writing process like for you? What is that? I mean, do you hear the beat first, or are you someone that will write your rhymes and then find a beat to put to it?
I gotta have the beat first, so I could feel like the flow and the motions that go through it.
Yep.
I literally record in my room, in my house. So it's, I sit down, I put the beat on, and I just write as I listen.
Now, what do you have? Do you have Pro Tools?
I have FL Studio.
Oh, okay, Fruity Loops, yep.
Yes.
A lot of people, some of the best musicians I've heard use Fruity Loops.
It's great. It's so easy.
I've heard people that work with Pro Tools that they couldn't mix a freaking a bowl of brownie mix. You know what I mean? And it's terrible. It's like, it doesn't matter what you're using. If you're doing it, you're doing it. You're making it sound good.
That's it.
I hear that. I just got out of the studio myself, and they use Pro Tool. Let's not even go there because it's not a good story, but we're thinking of getting our own home studio, so
Really?
I may have to talk to you after about that.
Absolutely.
Any smart musician, I think, has their own setup. I mean, it's so cost efficient. You can spend, and I know, I don't even want to know what like Run Jenny the band will spend an hour, because I'm assuming it's probably near at least $50 to $100. A rapper will spend probably $25 an hour in the studio. That's kind of like, I think, the going rate, and it's like that time adds up quick, man. If you're trying to drop a mixtape or an album, you're going to be spending $500 to $1,000.
Yeah.
And it's like, when you could just do it yourself, why not?
Exactly. That's what everything is now. It's do it yourself.
Absolutely. It's a DIY. Do it yourself.
Yep.
If only it was $1,000
Oh, I know. Well, when
times 10.
Yeah.
And I'm not joking.
Oh, man.
Oh, God.
So let me ask you something, Influence. In the next 12 months, what is it you're hoping to accomplish musically?
I really want to go on tour. I've never performed before, so I want to get out there as soon as possible, and I just want to make as much music as possible.
Well, the good thing about being in the field of hip-hop is there's 1,000,001 shows that you can perform at, you know?
Exactly.
And you got to just kind of hit the ground running, right? I mean, when someone new is trying to get off the ground to perform, whether if it's locally or whatever, that can be difficult.
Yeah.
It is difficult. I mean, I have a couple friends that want to get me into like party performances, but thus far it's been nothing.
Well, that's where people like Chris Webby and Mac Miller started.
Exactly.
And now they're on a national stage and really doing it. Mm-hmm. So, now, have you been able to really capitalize off that YouTube, Facebook, Twitter kind of?
Yeah, I haven't. I have my personal Facebook that I use to spread my music, but my biggest thing is probably Twitter. I'm actually close to getting 1,000 followers, so that's cool. And that's really it. I mean, I have my SoundCloud where I post all my music at, and I haven't really gotten into YouTube. I have like 2 or 3 tracks up there, but that's something I need to capitalize on.
Definitely. And you could get, cheap music videos done. There's people out there that'll do a music video for you for $50. I mean, you get what you pay for. If you're paying $50 for a video, it's not going to be anything great, but at least it's some kind of visual that you can put. And then you start getting up in the areas of, I mean, I've known of some music directors, video directors that are awesome that will charge you $500, but it looks like it should be on MTV.
Yeah.
So you got to find those kind of, gems, kind of, those rocks.
Yeah, the diamond in the rough.
Exactly. So real quick before we end, freestyle. I mean, the track is good. The track is good that you played, okay?
Thank you.
But I want to hear something. No beat.
Acapella.
Beat is off.
All right.
Acapella. Okay, let's hear something. Curse free.
Of course. All right. Yeah. I'm here with Robbie Gerard. They looking for a new star. I'm standing on the table like, yo, here I are. And if you don't like it, then you can bite it. I know you feeling these words that I have recited. Dousing other rappers' fires like I majored in firefighting. Extinguishing delinquents, it helps to relinquish my soul. Keep my mind on that high glow. Neon lights that die slow. You buzzing like a hornet after hearing from me. Saying you're hungry, but baby, don't be a dummy. You taking extra care of my money. The homies in the studio just waiting for the roof to blow. This will be a groovy flow, like drinking from a smoothie, bro. It's so instrumental when I set these precedents and examples for future growth. I see the curb and I steady my approach. Cops pulled me over cause they thought that I tossed a roach. Man, don't be giving me that. I got the platinum plated plaque over my head rack. I spit wax so they don't need to be no common sense. My name is Influence. I commence the dents in your confidence. Whoa. Alright, now you understand. I mean, do you? Because I'm crazy in my head daily. Seeing all the people hail me. I just want to make music and use it to provide for my family. Love my fans and people after me. But down here under the rafters we spit excellently. I'm heaven sent on the beat. I'll never fall to my feet in defeat. I must compete for the gold and tell the greatest story ever told.
Nice.
Awesome.
So real quick, Influence, thank you very much for coming on the show.
Yes, thank you.
He rhymed groovy flow with sipping on a smoothie, bro. So, all right, that's it. It's been a great show. Influence, thank you very much for coming on.
Absolutely.
We're going to be sending out your information on Twitter, and look for more music from him on Psych Word. That was awesome. And we want to thank Angelina Diana for coming in the studio.
She was awesome. You are awesome. Today is just an awesome day.
We need 2 hours.
Always need 2 hours.
You need more time, yeah.
Now our website is actually getting revamped. It should be fully done over the weekend. Fully new website. You guys know where to go.